Wherever you are, and good night if you don't see me. My name is Brianna. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about gratitude, the art of saying thank you. In Kiswahili we say asante, in Kamba we say nemovea, in Luo we say erokamano. I don't know. So now we're going to talk about gratitude to God. How many times we pray to God, promise that you're going to say thank you if He delivers on His part, and then we forget. For example, let me just come up from when I was a little girl. I remember I was always praying for a 350 mark out of 500. In Kenya, in my time, that was the mark. 500 was the maximum. So every time God would help me get what I was praying for, many a times I would forget to say thank you. Then when I completed high school, I got the mark I got. I prayed for a good school. God gave me a good school. I remember I prayed a novena. If you're Catholic, you know a novena. A novena for 9 days, and I got a really, really good Catholic school. I don't remember saying thank you enough to God for giving me such a good school. Then when I completed high school, I prayed for a good grade. And I was always promising God, please, even during the internal exams, I was always promising God, please give me this particular mark. And when I get this particular mark, I will remember to say thank you, and I will forever be reading enough, and I will always be praising your name. I'm not sure if I thanked God enough. At the end of high school, I prayed for a good grade. I got a good grade. I prayed for a good university. I got a good university. Did I say thank you enough? I'm not sure. When I went to the university, I was praying for, I don't know whether many of you know this, but stepping into the university and coming out alive, not even graduating, coming out alive, it's a privilege, and it's not something that I took for granted. I was praying for that at least I should come out alive. Being in the university in a university within the city, I was praying to get out alive because there were so many riots during our time. I'm not sure if I thanked God enough for helping me come out of the university alive. I'm not sure if I thanked God enough for the many times I prayed to not be caught in the wrong side of the law. Should I say the law? Or when people are rioting, not to find yourself in the midst of riots. I'm not sure I thanked God enough. It was so hectic in the university, such that every time you're supposed to pray, please God, help me not be caught in riots, help me not meet with goons, help me even to get a 3-course meal, or even a meal a day. We struggled a lot, especially as from the average of low-income families. We struggled a lot in campus. We were always praying for a meal a day, even for money to print for campus notes, to print handouts. I'm not sure if all the prayers that we prayed, we thanked God enough. I'm not sure if I was sick in campus, and even many of us, anytime you're in campus, I prayed for healing. God granted me that healing. I am not sure I thanked God enough. And I am sure I am sure you relate with me. Then we finish campus. We don't know where we are going. We've not gotten a job, but you have to leave the hostels. You have to get out of university anyway. Your parents are expecting, especially if you come from outside the city, your parents are expecting that since you finished campus, you're supposed to automatically get a job and start providing for them, or you're supposed to relocate and go back to the up country and help with the farm work. If you are a girl, you are actually automatically supposed to go back home if you don't have anything you're doing in the city. Our parents are always afraid of us getting married early or being in the wrong company or anything. So they were expecting to always control whatever we are going. So you are here, you finish campus, you don't want to go back to up country. So what do? You get we used to call them aluminium apartments, nyumba zimejengwa na mabati. You get that house, you're supposed to pay that house maybe 1,500 Kenya shillings, but you don't even have money to buy a mattress. The only thing you've left campus with is your duvet, your blanket. So you just pray to God, God help me be able to get this aluminium apartment, be able to, I will sleep on my duvet. God, as you pray, as you help me get a better job, I will sleep on this duvet. Then the first month you sleep on your duvet, the next month you get a mattress. The next month you tell God, no, it's enough, I am ripe for a bed. God helps you get a bed. The other month you tell God, I am ripe for a stone house. God gives you a single house. I am ripe for my own toilet. I don't want to share my toilet anymore with people. God gives you a bed sitter. A bed sitter is a house, a single room house with a toilet inside, such that you don't have to share the toilet with the neighbors. God gives you that. Within some period, God gives you a job. Then you tell God, if you give me this job, I will forever be tithing. I will not cheat. I will give Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Hey, are you still tithing? God honored his part of bargain. Are you honoring your part of bargain? How many times do we cheat God? How many times have we cheated that you're going to get to pay our tithe, to help the poor people? How many times do we forget what we prayed for? How many times do we forget to thank God for what we promised that if we get, we are going to be grateful for? How many times have you prayed God to give you a child? Then God gives you a baby, and then instead of raising that baby as you promised God you would, you raise a miserable child. You harm that child. You raise a child that will even not be proud of you being their parent. You raise a child who can even commit that thing I don't want to say. How many times do we pray to God to give us a good spouse, a better boyfriend, a better husband, a good wife, and then when you get that person, you destroy them and you make them the opposite of what you are praying for? How many times do we cheat God? How many times do we not honor what we promised God we are going to honor? I was challenging myself if I am grateful enough to God, and I realized I am not grateful, because every time God grants me something, instead of saying thank you, I'm always chasing for more. I don't think it's bad to chase for more, but do I sit down and think that my yesteryear's prayer is what I am living today? So instead of being ungrateful and keeping on complaining, maybe I should first sit down, thank God for what He has given me, and then focus on the next. How many times do I remember to say thank you instead of complaining? Thank you for being with me in this video. Please watch, share, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Thank you.